Radio waves versus microwaves. Differences, dangers, and health concerns. Electromagnetic waves surround us daily, from radio signals transmitting music to microwaves cooking our food. Understanding the differences between radio waves and microwaves, their potential dangers to human health, and the long-debated question of whether cell phones cause cancer is critical in today's technology-driven world. Understanding radio waves and microwaves. Radio waves and microwaves are part of the electromagnetic spectrum, but differ in wavelength, frequency, and energy. Radio waves. Wavelength ranges from 1 millimeter to 100 kilometers. Frequency between 3 Hz and 300 GHz. Common uses: AM/FM radio, television broadcasting, GPS, cell phone communication, and Wi-Fi. Penetration ability can travel long distances and pass through obstacles like buildings. Microwaves. Wavelength ranges from 1 millimeter to 30 centimeters. Frequency between 300 MHz and 300 GHz. Common uses: microwave ovens, radar systems, satellite communications, and 5G networks. Penetration ability can pass through most materials but are absorbed by water, fat, and sugar molecules, which is how they heat food, which is more dangerous to humans. While radio waves and microwaves are considered non-ionizing radiation, meaning they don't have enough energy to strip electrons from atoms or directly damage DNA, microwaves are more energetic and interact more readily with biological tissue. Radio waves. They are considered safe at typical exposure levels. However, long-term exposure to high-intensity radio waves, such as those used by military or industrial equipment, may lead to thermal effects, where the body absorbs energy and heats up. Microwaves. More dangerous than radio waves because they efficiently heat water molecules, including those in human tissue. Microwave radiation at high intensities can cause burns, cataracts, and heat stress. Can a cell phone heat your body like a microwave? A common fear is that cell phones operate like microwave ovens, heating body tissues through their emitted radiation. However, this is a misconception. Microwave ovens work at a frequency of around 2.45 GHz and generate hundreds to thousands of watts of power, efficiently heating water molecules in food. Cell phones operate at lower power levels, typically between 0.1 to 2 watts. Although they use microwave frequencies, 0.8 GHz to 2.6 GHz for 4G networks, up to 39 GHz for 5G, the power is too weak to cause significant heating in body tissues. According to the World Health Organization, WHO, to date, research does not suggest any significant heating effect from mobile phone use that would pose a health risk to humans. While prolonged cell phone use can cause localized warming, it is far from the heating effects of a microwave oven. Cell phones and cancer. What does the data say? The question of whether cell phone radiation causes cancer has been debated for years. Some studies suggest a potential link, while others find no conclusive evidence. Key research findings. 1. The National Toxicology Program, NTP, study, 2018. O conducted a 10-year study on rats exposed to high radiofrequency radiation, RFR, from cell phones. O found an increase in heart tumors, schwannomas, in male rats, but not in female rats, or mice. The study used higher exposure levels than typical human phone use. 2. Interphone study, 2010, WHO and IARC. Analyzed thousands of cell phone users across 13 countries. Found no clear link between cell phone use and brain tumors, gliomas or meningiomas, but suggested a possible increased risk in heavy users, using a phone for 1,640 plus hours over 10 years. 3. Danish cohort study, 2011. Over 18 years, 403 mobile phone users followed. Found no significant increase in brain cancer risk. 4. The International Agency for Research on Cancer, IARC 2011. Classified radiofrequency electromagnetic fields as possibly carcinogenic to humans, Group 2B. This means there is limited evidence in humans but not enough to establish a clear causal link. Quotes from experts. Dr. John Bucher, senior scientist at NTP. The findings show some evidence of carcinogenic activity in male rats, but the exposures used in the studies cannot be directly compared to human cell phone use. Dr. Jonathan Samet, chair of IARC Working Group. Given the potential risks, it is reasonable to take measures to reduce exposure, such as using hands-free devices and texting instead of calling. Precautionary measures. Even though there is no conclusive proof that cell phones cause cancer, some health agencies recommend precautions. Use speakerphone or wired earphones to minimize exposure to the head, limit long phone calls, and switch ears periodically. Avoid carrying your phone close to your body for prolonged periods. Use airplane mode when not actively using your phone. Text instead of calling when possible. Final verdict. Are cell phones dangerous? The scientific consensus is that while radio waves and microwaves from cell phones do not cause significant heating, and there is no conclusive proof that cell phones cause cancer, long-term risks remain uncertain. Microwaves are more dangerous than radio waves due to their heating effects. Cell phones do not heat the body like a microwave oven. Studies on cell phones and cancer remain inconclusive, but precautionary measures are advisable. As research continues, it is wise to stay informed and take simple steps to reduce prolonged exposure to radio frequency radiation, even as the technology evolves.